Still, that was pretty much a whole year of travel total. But I want to make sure that you guys have some lessons to apply with this. Welcome back, traders. I might take a break during this video. I'm just made it to Kuala Lumpur yesterday evening and it's crazy hot here, well above 30 degrees Celsius. But I was trying to look back at the travel I've made, and over the past, I think 15 months or so, I've been traveling very frequently. So I want to go back and count the lessons that I've learned so far. And this year has just been fabulous. That's all I have to say. So we're going to take the word fabulous, and I want to share with you guys with fab 3 lessons that I've learned and that I've kind of applied to be able to travel and trade, and also kind of just enjoy the process, because it can be tough, of course. Crazy hot here. But let's get with the first lesson, and this is for the F. I think we've repeated that many times, but it's insane the farther you get and the clarity you get when you focus. And focus has been very big for me. I think focusing on what works, and we've talked about it a few days ago. I'll let you guys watch the video in the corner here. But focusing on what works and what you're good at. And as a wise fellow trading coach said it, focusing on maximizing your strength and minimizing your weaknesses. I think that's big, and that's something that we don't always do, but that's really what helped me the most kind of get result. And whether it's going to be on Desire to Trade, which is like the blog posts, the videos, like all these things on the side, and focusing, going all in on like these videos, and that's something I've been focusing on. Trading wise was focusing on the setup that I know I'm good at, which is the Bollinger Band reversals. I've tried many systems, even I've tried to implement new ones with different indicators in different market conditions. But those were not that great to implement, and I wasn't really able to trade all of them at once. So I went back, scaled back up, to in fact going all in on one system and one technique. Now it doesn't mean that it's going to be only one thing all the time. There's many contexts, which I've showed you guys also prior to this video. You can check it out. But that's the first lesson. The second letter, which is the A, has to do with adapt. And adaptability is big. Like, people who think that they can make one thing and succeed with that forever are probably going to fail at some point, because they don't know how to adapt and how to change. And I've seen this once again in both trading and business. So adapting to what people want on the videos. Like, there's some videos you guys hate, or maybe you don't hate, but you just don't watch. So I try to do less of those. When it comes to swing trading, I've been trading a lot forward chart and daily chart in the beginning, and then I started to see that the 1 hour chart was producing more setup, and that they would be much more profitable, like having a big difference in return if I were to go on the 1 hour chart, which I've been able to adapt to recently, like not that long ago. But that shows how fast and quick you have to flip and change, and that's crucial also. So try to spot at the same time like what works best, how you can adapt what you're doing now to what would be better, and you just go with that. If, let's say, it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. You're just gonna stop, you're gonna go back. Like, you take a step forward, you can always take a step back and go back to the original place. And usually you don't lose anything, but you get to see other ways, and you get to try out new things, which you see they work or not. Like, I don't really believe you can get to a point in trading where you just know everything, and do everything perfect. We always have to try different things, and that is what adaptability is all about. Alright, and now the last lesson I got before getting sunburned here in the hot weather. It's all good to talk about kind of the end point, which is focusing. It's like something that you do when you have something first, and then adapting is something you do also after. But there's this first part, and that first part is called build. Now, I spent a lot of time building things, and building things that didn't go anywhere sometimes. Like, it's not because you build something that it's going to be successful and thrive. You can build a strategy that's not going to work out. You can build a business that's going to fail. You can build an algorithm that you won't be able to execute with, and so those things happen. But here's the thing, the more you build things, the more you get through the process of building stuff and creating stuff from scratch and going all the way up. First of all, the better you become at it, but the more chance you have to succeed, and the more chance you have to keep going forward. One mistake people make also is that they think that building is at the beginning, like you build a house and then boom, the house is there, and then dead, nothing happens. That's not really how it works. I found over time that you have to keep building things, even when everything's perfect, even when everything's right. Think of it as what people do when they prepare for an earthquake or whatever hurricane is gonna come. Like, they don't just build a house and then wait till the hurricane's there. They do things beforehand to make sure that when they come to the hurricane or the earthquake, they're ready to go, and they have something to keep them safe. That's the same thing you want to do with trading. You want to build first, but then you want to kind of keep building so that you have things after that. Hello. The best traders I talk to, they always are working on different things. That amazes me. Like, even though they're successful, even though they make a lot of money, they're still working on systems. First of all, because they love it, but also it's like they know they have to do this and they want to do it to become better. And it's a game where you can only go as far as you want. That's going to be limited by pretty much only your belief. And so that's the third lesson on building stuff. So yesterday I arrived from Taichung. That was a long travel day. Came from Taichung all the way to Kuala Lumpur. Oh, people were looking so funny. So I want to show you guys that. That's going to be the vlog for today. Let's go back in time a little bit. Good morning, traders. Welcome back to Taichung. It's 3 early right now. I'm about to leave, but time to grab breakfast. I'm ready to the train station. Now it's just a matter of taking the right train. At 9:30 AM I should get to Taipei. Then I'm gonna head to the airport in Taipei. Flight at 1:30 PM to Kuala Lumpur, a 6-hour flight. Arriving in Kuala Lumpur at 7 PM or something. Then heading to the hotel and resting a little bit. That's gonna be a fairly packed day, but I cannot do much. I just have to wait and take the train, take the plane, everything in between, so that's about it. And with that, we're in Taipei. Welcome back to Taipei. I have a very bad relationship with the airport in Taipei because last time I came here 3 years ago, I missed my flight. And that was due to something else, but hopefully I don't miss it this time. It's actually been 25 days since I last came to an airport. That's quite weird. It's been a long time, but always in process. Now next step is going to be Kuala Lumpur. Great, so met some people from California, had a cool discussion, and now back to the boarding gate to board the flight. And welcome back to Kuala Lumpur. We've been here a few months ago. I don't know if you guys remember. I think last May I was back here. I kind of don't really like the airport, to be honest. But yeah, waiting at door 3 right now for the Uber to get to the place I'm going to be staying at. And that's going to be much more simple, I think. It is hot in Kuala Lumpur, crazy.
Yes, now is federal highways.
Oh yeah?
Jump.
Rainy season now or no rainy season?
No raining, okay. But now go to, maybe it's okay already.
And I did to Kuala Lumpur. Looks like the room's gonna be smaller than I expected. I'm gonna go grab some food right now. I'm super hungry. It's been a long day of travel. Alright, and while you guys were looking at that clip, I've been able to find some shades behind the trees. That's pretty cool. Much better, I would have to admit. So I'm gonna go edit. I have some work to do. Give a like if you enjoyed the video today. If you have any suggestions for Kuala Lumpur, comment below. I do want to know for sure. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao.